Hey guys, so we might have potential leak of the new season 5 year 5 season 1. This comes by the Komora, who has been right about leaks in the past, but it's not official, but usually whenever this person posts, it has been correct. So this user asked, any year 5 season 1 leak or info? Only info I've been told by my source this week is map bans are coming. So in rank, instead of just banning operators, you can ban maps. So players decide which map to pick and ban. And for Tachanka Rework, his main weapon is now LMG and some sort of incendiary thing, and replays. So that's interesting. Tachanka is going to have his main weapon is now his LMG and have some sort of incendiary. The only thing that I can think close is some type of damage where he can kind of shoot a projectile and it causes a fire. So that'll be interesting. So let me know what you guys think of these changes. If you guys are interested in a premium battle pass, go to my Facebook stream descriptions below.
Hey guys, NukemDukem here, and I just want to give you some free money and just some free financial education. They never taught this stuff in school, so it's kind of dumb. They should teach people while you're growing up of how to be smart with your money, so you're set. But anyways, this method is free, no strings, no scams. You can check it out; it's legit. The chances is to get $50 to $3,000. So the lowest you can get is $50. The highest you can get $3,000, and you have several chances to get something higher. So I'll go into that in a second, but I want to tell you my goals of this video. I see so many of my fellow YouTubers, my live streamers, become broke after like YouTube changes its algorithm. Like YouTube hit the fan and the channel's not doing as well. Like look at my channel, it's not doing as well as it used to be. But I found different ways to supplement my income where I'm actually doing better than I did doing YouTube. So I worked hard. You guys worked hard. You're like, what are you talking about? All you do is play games all day and sit in an office. You don't know labor was like my first job at 16 years old, minimum wage $6.75 was at Albertsons bagging groceries for 8 hours a day. I worked at Starbucks making people's drinks, AMC theaters, starting movies, working concession stands, and cleaning up the movie theaters because people don't throw away their trash after they're done seeing the movies. They just like to leave a huge mess. And all those hours you work so hard and you see like no return on your money, and you always get told growing up, oh, when you make money, put a little percent in your check in your savings account. And I researched, your savings account is making you lose money. It's like, how are you losing money if you're gaining little money? I'll go in that in a second, but I just wanted to be financially secure. Like, I just got married. I want to be able to take care of my wife if something happens to me. Will the house be paid off? Can we afford to have kids? Can we pay off the kids' tuition? Can I take care of my family if they get sick? Like I want to take care of my parents since they take care of me. Will I be in a place to be able to help them? So if that's your goals, I suggest keep watching the whole video. But if you're here mainly just to get free money, I'm going to go into that right now. So this is the most popular stock investing app. I'm not telling you to invest stock. This method, you don't have to invest stock. You can just take the money. This is the most popular millennial investing app that people have been using. It's on fire, but there's a lot of issues I have with it. I won't go into it now. I'll go into it later if you just want the free money right now. So if you use my link, when you register, you get a free stock. I get free stock. It supports me. If you don't want to support me and you just want to do it on your own, you still get free stock. So you have 1 in 150 chance to get Facebook, Microsoft, JP Morgan Chase, and you have 1 in 880 chance to get GE, Ford, and Energy Transfer. Now let's take a look at how much Facebook is worth right now. So ticker symbol is FB. Facebook right now is worth $222.50 as of today of recording this video, the 22nd of January. So that's pretty good. And if you actually look at the 5-year history of it, if you don't sell it, it went up over $146 or almost 200% since it first IPO'd. So that's pretty good just to hold on to and sell it in case of emergency. Another one is Microsoft. Your chances is it's worth $166, not as much as Facebook, but what it has is a dividend yield of 1.22. Dividend yield means basically if you own the stock, they're going to give you some money back just for owning the stock. And then what I do is called reinvestment, where when they give me some of that money, it automatically goes back into that stock, so you get more of that stock and more money. So you basically, they give you money, you buy more of their stuff, you get more money. It's more like that. And in 5 year, it went up about 260%. So it's a good stock to have. Another one is JP Morgan and Chase. This is one of the most popular banks in the world. It's at $136, and 5 years it's went up 144%, so over $80. But it has a 2.6 dividend yield, which is higher than Microsoft. So basically, they're giving you more money for owning their stock. Now, these are the lower tiers that you can get. That's not the higher tiers like GE. It's like what, $10? GE is $11 right here. 0.34 dividend yield. So these are the less chance of you getting that money. I was talking about Ford, the car company. It's at $9.20, but it has 6.5 dividend yield. And then Energy Transfer, I think this is the worst one of all. Let's see, Energy Transfer ET, it's $12.82. Okay, it's not the worst, but it has a high dividend yield of $9. So if you do get in stock market investing, hold off on it. And then I suggest don't use Robinhood because it doesn't have reinvestment yet. So that's the problem I have with it. All right, let's go on and move to our next free one. It's called Webull. It's another app. Sorry, I can't bring it up on my phone, but if you use my link below, what it does is gives you 2 free stocks and give me 2 free stocks. So it supports us similar to Robinhood. Instead of 1, it gives you 2. So the way this works is when you sign up and you put 1 cent, just 1 cent, it says any amount. When you invite an initial deposit of any amount, so 1 cent into the brokerage account, you receive 2 free stocks, each between $12 or $1,400. So that's where the $3,000 came from. Where if you got so lucky, you got both of them to hit 1,400. So that's 2,800 plus another 200. If you got lucky in Robinhood, that's over $3,000 right there. So that's a good chance to win free $3,000 right there. Now, the next one I want to move into is called M1 Finance. Now, this one is a lot better than Robinhood and Webull in my opinion. But basically, before I get into why, basically, I get $20. You get $20 if you use my referral link in the description. You don't have to, but if you're gonna sign up for it already, might as well get free $20 and you support me if you want to. And my last way to get free money is called Personal Capital. Now, this one I recommend everyone to have. If you don't want to do any stock investing at all, you still need this. I think 100% every single person in the world needs this thing called Personal Capital. And before we get in, you need this is important because what it does is takes all your bank accounts, your credit card accounts, your investments accounts, all the debt you owe, any debt you pay debt on car, house. It puts it all in one place and gives you a breakdown of everything of how well your stocks is performing, how close you are set to retirement, your retirement goals, how much money you're spending, how much money you're making, and how you're performing against the market. Before I break that down, if you use my referral code, you get $20, I get $20. If you sign up by yourself, I don't think you get anything. So there's another free $20. So there you go. All the links is below for you guys to get a chance to win $3,000, at least $50 right there. Now, if you're interested more in investments and learning how to become a millionaire and how to get a lot of money instead of losing money in a savings account, then this is where I'm going to go and break it into this portfolio. So, but first I want to tell you the importance that you probably want in the Personal Capital after you sign up. Basically, it tells you your net worth and your budgeting, how much you're spending a month and how much you're making a month. So cash flow, and you can set goals for this of your income, your expenses, and then you can see what you're spending on, shows you what money you're spending on. So if you need to cut back on things, you know what to cut back on. Another thing I like is how I'm doing. It shows you how your investments is doing in the market. So last year, I got 36.43% of the market of growth, of gains. The S&P 500, which tracks the best 500 companies, United States, got 28.88%. So I beat it about 8%, close to 8%. And I beat the Dow, which is the major index most people follow, over 14% handsomely. Let's compare it to this year. I beat it. I'm beating it by over 2%. No, about 2%. Today, it went up by 0.24. I got 0.8. So I'm definitely doing it pretty well. You can see your balance, your performance of how you're doing, your allocations of where all your stocks is, how much you're in each sector, and your breakdown of what you're investing in each sector. But the more important thing I like about this is your retirement planner of what you're planning to do for retirement and your goals of chance of getting it. How much money you plan to put on savings each year, how much social security you think you're going to get, and your retirement spending, and gives you it predicts of what your chance of hitting it. So let's go ahead and show you your savings plan. I haven't put in more because I'm waiting for the tax, and I'll put more once I can put more in my 401k. How much money is in your emergency fund? Like, you always want to have about 6 months of cash in case you lose your job, be able to pay your monthly bill. This is my monthly budget right there, and your balance. Now, what I like is the investment checkup. It gives you what's the most safe, and of how you want to be aggressive in your conservative, like how much you want your historical returns, how your risk. Right now, I'm pretty on high growth, and it tells you what your current allocation is and it recommends your target, like how much you should have in cash, international bonds, U.S. bonds, international stocks. So it gives you that breakdown of that. And then what I like the most is cost. Like, if you use mutual funds, how much is it costing you every year just to have mutual funds? Okay. Next thing is why savings account is bad for you. Why it's terrible to put money just purely in savings. You should all have cash on hand. You do need a saving and checking account, but why it's smart to pick which bank. This is Bank of America right here. You can see is Bank of America, and I just pulled this up today, effective January 22nd. They're giving you an interest rate of 0.03 if you have less than 2,500. And over 2,500, it's the same thing. But let's say you have the best record at Bank of America in the world. You get 0.06. That's less than inflation. You're losing money. When you have, like, let's say you have $1 in your bank account in Bank of America, and most major banks, the following year, the next year, it's worth less than your $1 because the government is printing more money every year, and therefore it's making the value of the dollar go down. So you're losing money just having it in a low interest rate savings account, which is terrible. Let's look at JP Morgan Chase. I checked this, Wells Fargo's too. Interest rate on balance, 1.01, even less than Bank of America. That means you get a penny for every $100. That's awful, and it has monthly fees of $5 unless you do all this other stuff. Keep $300 in your account daily, all this, and like what the highest can go is 0.09. Same Bank of America. If you are a premier saver, it's awful. I recommend checking out these other banks where it gives you 1.85. 1.7. 1.7 seems the best overall, and it tells you the ranking. I'll put a link below if you want to check out yourself. It has all this stuff. The only downside of these interest rates is that they don't have physical branch locations. You can go ATM and withdraw and deposit money. A lot of them have mobile apps so you can deposit checks, but that's a downside. So if you want a higher rate, you don't have a bank you can actually go to, but you can go ATMs, and it might charge you depending on it. The one I'm currently using, it's not the best, is Capital One Performance. It's 1.7, less than 1.8. It's just something I've been using. The customer service has been good to me. I deposit checks on it all the time, and so far I had no issues. I didn't want to change banks to a higher interest rate bank just because it's been there so long, and I don't think the yield's enough for me to move. If you guys do choose this, you can use my link and you get $20. I get $20. It's up to you. So with that being said, even though you put money in your savings account, you're still doing worse in making money, working hard. If you have spare money, I recommend putting 15% your paycheck. 15% of your paycheck. This is one investing advice I can give to anyone, and it has a history since the stock market began that this is the best way to get a yearly average of 8% on return based on the history of stock market, which is in the early 1920s. Is put 15% of your income, of your check, into, I would say, VU, which is a Vanguard S&P 500. S&P 500 tracks the top 500 companies, and make sure you have reinvest dividends. So when they pay you for just owning stock, it automatically buys more of that stock, so you make more money. So 5-year history, and we're in the bull market right now. It's at 62%. 3 years, 46. Last year made 24%. But it's actually higher, it's 28%. If you look year to date on the personal capital, this is just including 2020 right now. And then year to date 3.3, and it has a low expense ratio, which means the fund that's taking care of this account charges you a fee. So every $100 is charging you 3 cents just to have it for a year. So it's the lowest. Anything above 15 point, no, not 15, but 0.15 is not worth it. Don't invest in anything that's higher than 0.15. But so 0.03 is very low. I highly recommend any investing advice is to use VU. Now that you got your free money and you have a bunch of different brokerage account, which account should you use? If you're very technical and hardcore like me, I like Charles Schwab's. There's no fees on their trade, and I like to see all this data. Like, I go online, I look at it, and I can read this data. I understand the balance sheet. I understand everything about it. I can see the 5-year, the 3-year, the 1 year with it. I don't recommend Robinhood, even though it's the most popular and most easy to use. I strongly don't recommend it because it doesn't support reinvest dividends. So it only gives you money for stock. It doesn't let you buy more stock, which makes your money grow even bigger and owning more and supporting you. So that's the only downside about it. What I like is that it does give you alert when the price moves higher than 5% and lower 5%, and tells you when earnings are coming, and you can listen to those earnings. And if you do use it, you have to go in a wait line to get a debit card, which gives you 1.7%. How much is the interest rate? 1.8. That's actually pretty good. Better than my my Capital One. Maybe I should put money in here once I get it. But it makes you wait in a queue. Right now I'm almost 900,000 in line to wait for this. So that's a pretty good one. If you just want to put money in there, like, again, there's no location. You can just ATM as a debit card, and they don't have a checkings account. If you're just going to be a passive investor, I recommend using M1 Finance. The thing I like about M1 Finance, it's a little bit more difficult to learn than Robinhood, since Robinhood is just brainless, but this one is smarter the way it does it. It has automatic reinvestment on, as you can see here, and this is all on your phone. It has auto invest on, and you just basically can just put like 15% of your money into here, which is a pie chart, and you can pick how much percent you want in the stocks. You can put all in VU, which is fine, the S&P 500, and that's fine. But I just like that it has automatic reinvestment where Robinhood doesn't. And what I also like is that it has experts where it can show you expert pies right here. And you can just emulate like general investing, plan for retirement, responsible investment or income, huge stock and bonds, and other strategies. You can look at other pies, and if you like it, the dividend yield, you can see if you want to copy it and see what they have in it. So that's what I like about M1 Finance is it's easy. You can set it up where it automatically puts your bank account money into here and automatically invest it in you. It's very passive, so you don't ever have to look this up. Look again, you can check your app once a year to see how you did, and your paycheck automatically goes in there. So that's why I recommend. So if you guys want to support me and be smart with your money, it's in link below. I just want to give you guys free financial education that would have helped me a lot earlier, and schools, they don't teach you this. So let me know what you guys think. All right, bye.